What is going on? I'm ZMOT. Last day of 2021. Just wanted to wish all of you a happy new year as I get a perfect statue. Booyah. Gotta love that. Now, if you click the deploy button, you can see what you currently have down, 34%. I'm going to store that one for another rainy day. Snowy days here, but anyways, we're going to jump into warships, and this is my warship. You can see my tech tree along here. I was in gold within the first 4 or 5 hours. Took a long time to progress after that. Now, you can see right here, this is going to be our next step. I am going to go get those warriors. Number one, because they're on the path of where the heck we want to go, and number two, because I want to use them. There's a lot of cool things happening right now on the warships. And I got to say, these Cryo Bombardiers, I kind of hate them. They're slow, they do weird targeting, and they're just not super exciting or fun. So getting into Warriors that's a big moment for me right now. Now, you see I've got level 1 flares. That's probably going to be a problem. I have been absolutely grinding. Win-loss, win-win, loss-loss. Finally getting up into rank 17, and I just had to do it because I needed to get those extra keys in order to get the warriors. So my tech tree, quickly going over this, tick 4 on the cannons, full max sniper towers. Why my snipers are maxed and not my cannons, I'm not entirely sure. Maxed boom cannons, that's because they can kill heavies with one shot. Now, a lot of people are going to make that turn backwards to get Barrage. I think, and I've been told and I've been shown, that Warriors are faster than Barrage, and it's going forward. So that is for me why I went into Warriors, because going forward's always better. I've got a second account that has a couple more defenses, but no boom mines for me, no mortars for me, no bullet for me. Now, I think bullet is doing really well for some people early on in the season, but spending 84 tokens on heroes just seems like a massive mistake. So that's why I'm not using bullet. Otherwise, pretty generic. My shocks are not upgraded because really all you need to do is shock some defenses enough so that your Cryo Bombardiers can slow them down. That may very well change with Warriors, though. Also, I'm finding this season more than any other season, I am shocking my troops. So do consider shocking your own troops intentionally if you haven't been doing that already. Let's show my latest win here. I'm going to show this win and this win. This win, my boss battle into 17, I feel terrible. I got a 3-engine room opponent. Now, they had all sorts of defenses. They had shock launchers and things like that, but just dropping Kavan and using that second wind like an absolute madman, and then just getting all of our dudes in and amongst. Lost all of our troops on the left there. That flare saved the day a little bit, fanning our heavies out, and then just crushing all of the final defenses. Showing it at 4 times mode because wasn't a ton of skill there. This attack here against Tronco, decent. You see I lost by like a couple seconds here. Losing at 2:36 hurts a little bit, but we're going to show a 2-minute 30-second time. And this is a fairly standard base. People leaving gaps. This boom cannon right here, if it wasn't there, this base would have been a little bit harder. But the fact that it draws our troops over there, and we can use this flare to get our troops moving. And then we drop that last boat of Bombardiers very, very late. I have won a few battles when I have simply forgotten to drop those Bombardiers on the right-hand side, which is a little bit painful and frustrating. I've also lost a couple battles because I forget to drop that 8th boat. But not the end of the world. Now, I'll show you how this person beat my base in 2 minutes 41 seconds. This is them coming in, and my base needs to be updated. My base desperately needs to be updated. You'll see why in a second. I haven't watched this replay, but I'm assuming they're going to use Barrage here in a second. They're not even using Barrage. Look at that. So one of the things to be aware of is as more and more people go towards that Barrage node, you need to have 2 engine rooms back here. Otherwise, what's going to happen is they're going to rush this, they're going to rush this, they're going to rush this, and they're going to barrage that one. Or they'll hold off their barrage and end up barraging this one because their troops all go left. So my base, I copied from someone on like day 1 or day 2. This is not a base that you want to have going forward, simply because Barrage will ruin your life. Not to say that you should go Barrage, but it's easy to defend against Barrage by having 2 engine rooms towards the back, but my base is not that. Anyway, we have rambled on far too much. I'm going to try a warrior hit. I can't guarantee this is going to go well. I have not used warriors yet this season, so probably going to make all sorts of mistakes, but that's what we're here for. So we're going to go 5 boats of warriors straight up the gut right here, right now. And then Kavan is just going to keep pounding those second winds. We're going to try some shocks at some point, and then I need to get a whole bunch of our warriors moving over to that left-hand side pretty darn soon. So just absolutely and completely clearing everything using second wind, and then we're gonna flare over into about here. I think I went way too early, and Kavan is about to get shot in the face, and my level 1 flares are about to expire, but I think we've managed to do enough that we should be able to get some form of amazingness going on. Uh-oh, this is not gonna go well, my friends. This is not gonna go well at all. As soon as that explodes, I need to get my dudes running out of the blast zone. Did not go well. Did not go well at all. Attack number 1 with warriors is going to be a massive failure. That's kind of how it goes when it comes to getting new troops. So we're just going to retreat. I am going to fall out of gold. Oh, lordy, that was just a train wreck. And that was fully intentional, of course, just to show you that using warriors when there's 4 engine rooms against Yannick, that's kind of funny because there's a guy named Yalek in Boom Beach who's a fantastic warrior player. So a little bit ironic there. Let's do it again. I promise you warriors are viable. They are fantastic. You can get times like 251, stuff like that, but clearly need to be a little bit better planning than that was. So here we go. We are going to get some shocks out. Don't really care if we lose too many warriors at this point because that second win is going to bring all of them back, and I'm going to hold the second win this time. Last time my second win was far too early, and I am thinking that we can get this puppy right here to explode. We'll get some more warriors coming out fairly quickly, and then we will get all of the goodness. I think, again, this is just a weird scenario as we're trying to get all of these flotsams to explode. Sending our warriors 2 different ways, that should be a little bit better. Not overthinking it, just letting them do their own things, letting the warriors do their ultimate warrior things. We are still at 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Like, I was not terribly quick on this attack. We didn't do anything fancy, and we are going to get a fantastic time. So, just shows overthinking it, not the right answer. Come on, I want to get... Come on. I told you 251 was possible. We're going to end up with probably 247? 248. Not bad at all. That is going to win against 90% of bases at this point. See, that CMO, I love the CMO. Probably should have gone Flotsam, but the CMO has done some good work for us. Mine placement, also very critical. I love watching Bombardiers walk onto mines. It's oddly satisfactory, oddly satisfying, brain shutting down. Oh, that was a little bit loud. Gonna have a quick sip of coffee while we wait for Part-Timer to lose. Now, Part-Timer's gonna have a pretty good time here, to be honest. They should really... There you go. There's the flare. Like 226, 225. Pretty darn good time. Well done, Part-Timer. But just showing the power of the Warriors. I love that I finally managed to get that rolling. So definitely going to be a huge learning curve for Warriors. I can't recommend them for everyone, especially if you don't have instant training. I know this season has been frustrating for many, but I got to say, I am a little bit excited about Warriors coming into play here, and I have no idea what the heck to do here. Like, I really don't know how to take care of this, but we're just going to give it a go with Warriors. I really don't think I have much of a chance of doing anything good here, but 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, just a note, every single season I say this, but if you're noticing anything that I'm doing wrong here that you think I could do far, far better by switching things up a little bit, please do let me know. Oh, Kavon, don't you dare. Okay, Kavon did not get shot in the face. I was a little bit nervous about that. Kavon did get shot in the face. I was nervous about that for good reason. And now we need to conserve our gunboat energy very, very carefully, because otherwise we're going to have a very, very bad time as the war. Now, the beautiful thing about warriors, though, look at that. Healing themselves, so incredibly useful, the fact that they do that. Going to make for fantastic, fantastic things. Now, we're going to get a good split here by the looks of things. I talked about shocking your own troops. I don't think I need to do that quite yet, because that front warrior is going to clear most of the mines. And now at this point, shocking. 2 shocks, trying to get all of our warriors in on all of that goodness. It's not going to go well, my friends. This is going to be a complete and utter bloodbath at this point. I really, really don't think we're going to be able to get all these engine rooms down, but speak of the devil, in the dudes come in from behind as we need to get onto that. Oh gosh, watch this. Boom. I thought my flare was early enough that they didn't blow up that flotsam, but just absolute and utter carnage. So flotsams doing good work against warriors. Might want to consider switching from a CMO into a flotsam. Only 100 diamonds. I mentioned it yesterday. I'll mention it again while we wait for our butts to get kicked there. That if you are looking for 29 diamonds a day, do consider the description down below. I didn't explain that very well, but in a good task force, you should be getting 29 diamonds a day, at least 23 or more, simply because that's how much you get for running daily operations and beating them, obviously. But, okay, let's go. 3 engine rooms. Warriors against 3 engine rooms. This could be interesting as well. Actually, it will be interesting. It's not a matter of if. I'm going to drop 5 boats on this right-hand side. They're going to start clearing all of the things. They're going to start healing themselves. That mortar not really doing a heck of a lot. Don't need to waste a ton of gunboat energy at this point. And then we are going to split our troops by dropping them over here on this left-hand side. 3 engine rooms. I gotta say, I have seen a ton of 3 engine room players. Seems like there's a decent split between 3 and 4 engine room players at the moment, but always, more engine rooms ends up winning in the end. 3 engine room players don't have Kavon. They are lacking on all sorts of tech, so if you're at that 3 engine room level, do consider moving on up. There are tons and tons of advantages, even though you've got boom cannons and all that sort of good stuff. So I think we're gonna get, there we go, that's what I was waiting for. Getting that second wind out, getting all of those warriors. And if you might have noticed that my Kavon is only at tick 4, that's all you need to get your warrior, get second wind to bringing back all of the troops. So now we're gonna come backwards like this. And then we are going to come over into here, and hopefully that is going to be enough of our warriors to get this final engine room down. Ugly, and so many troops lost. Like, we lost basically every single, I think we have 1 warrior left over, 2. So don't recommend this strategy at all if you don't have second instant training. Instant training, you're probably better off going and getting Barrage, because you can clear all of the mines, you can barrage a back engine room. But warriors, for me, just a breath of fresh air. Absolutely fun and super challenging. So consider going warriors or don't. Just wanted to get that out there, that there is a new meta coming for those of you who are making your way through the tech tree. Now, obviously, if you have bullet or mortars, or even Zookas, you're not going to be getting warriors terribly soon, but that is one option that you can see. Like, I'm still learning and I'm bouncing around. Win-loss. That's going to improve. As I start to figure these guys out, things are going to get better, and I'm going to be able to rocket up to rank 18, 19, and beyond. That's wishful thinking. I kind of want to switch to ice shields and drop an ice shield, but what I'm going to do instead is I kind of want to mix in like a boat of Cryo Bombardiers, because I could send my warriors right, and then, but I don't think that's going to be terribly, terribly great. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then all the rest are going to go this way. I'm going to hold Kavan back for a couple seconds because I really, really, really don't want him to go die on that Flotsam. And then, after some of our dudes die, we are going to drop all... I'm going to get the heck out of there. Get out, go away, get out of there. Get as many away from us. There we go. That's exactly what we were trying to do. Now, I probably should have held back some of my boats of warriors, but at the very least, we've got Kavan dropping all sorts of new, fresh, pink zombie warriors on that left-hand side. So, is this going to work out? I really don't know. I should be going out, watching some other videos, getting some other strategies, but I am terrible at that, just lacking in time. So do consider subscribing. I will be sharing some more warrior hits in the next little while as I start to figure things out a little bit better. Come on, get on that, dude. There we go. Should be okay. I think that right-hand side is going to be super, super pivotal with that boom cannon. If it gets all of our warriors, I am doomed. Come on. Oh, there we go. There's our shock. That's exactly what we needed. And it might seem silly to be wasting a shock on that right-hand side, but if we can keep those warriors alive, this left-hand side is going to take care of itself. We just need our 2 warriors to save us a little... No, we're going to lose. It's like 99% likely that we're going to lose here. Not going down fast enough, and I was hoping for this to be my last attack of the video, but it's just not going to be the case. Have to end on a win at all times. I realized that I could cut out all the losses and just leave the winning warrior hits in there and be like, oh my god, you got to get this will be amazing. But we're going to leave the losses in there because you can learn from them, I can learn from them, you guys can comment on them, and it's critical that I don't just clickbait the crap out of this. Okay, well, let's get into one more battle. Warriors, super, super frustrating. A, they're crushing it. B, they're all dying. So definitely going to need a little bit of massaging on my part. Definitely going to need a little bit of extra love. But that's kind of the joys of warships, is doing things you haven't really done in the past. I mean, sure, we've all rushed a core, even on operations, using warriors, but just trying to do it on warships where we have all sorts of weird things coming up. It's just totally new, totally interesting, and I gotta say, that is one of my favorite things about warships. I never use Kavan. Cryo Bombardiers are not super enjoyable to me, but suddenly we're using them all in all sorts of different ways on the warships, making things interesting and fun and somewhere in between. So do consider giving warriors a shot. I guess you don't have to use them. Everyone's going to get them, just like everyone's going to get Kavan. But do consider deploying them, maybe mixing in some Cryo Bombardiers. Like in that last attack, for example, I could have dropped 1 boat of Cryo Bombardiers on the left and all my warriors on the right, and I wouldn't have lost any to that Flotsam, but I don't really know what the perfect split is at this point. Like I said, do consider subscribing. I will be sharing some more warrior tips. Also, do check the comments down below, because I'm sure there a lot of the big brains out there are going to be throwing some comments my way. So hopefully this got you excited about warriors. Also got you a little bit nervous about warriors. There's all sorts of learning to be done. You see how I said they're going to be barraging that back engine room? Look at that. All of those mines, all of those defenses wasted. So if you're considering getting all of the barrage and you don't have instant training, great idea. Like I said, it's like a bunch of keys and it's in the wrong direction, but if you don't have instant training, it's going to be absolutely pivotal in saving your troops. Either by clearing mines or by simply avoiding going to that back part of the base. So Squiggles McAtsign, super duper long name. We managed to pull out the win. Somehow Kavan got killed. I'm going to give credit to that CMO, but finally can leave this video on a win, which has to be done. You can't start 2022 on a losing note. Anyways, that is all for me. As per always, do consider jumping into your shop in any Supercell game and dropping code ZMOT in there. It gives me all the warm and fuzzies, and it'll make your 2022 possibly the best year in history. So I shall talk to you soon. As always, have a fantastic New Year's. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm ZMOT, who's talked too much. Peace!